Hey everyone, today we are going to be going over a new rune farm exploit that you can do in Elden Ring patch 1.09.1. Most importantly, we want to arrive over here at Inner Consecrated Snowfields. By the way, if I sound nasally or congested at all, this is because, well, I'm kind of getting over being sick. So yeah, if you've been kind of hearing that throughout the last 2-3 videos, I'm surviving here. But we're just going to continue on here with the video and go towards the west. What you should notice is, depending on if you've already defeated this invader, for example, we have Anastasia, the Tarnished Eater. She's going to invade us. So yeah, if you've already defeated her, then you're probably able to go past this section without a problem, right? You're going to hop on your mount, or you're just going to stay on your mount, and just continue onward. But if you have not, then you're going to be kicked off your mount, so you're going to have to sprint it all the way towards the west here. Eventually, you will meet up with another invader. Now for myself, I personally have already defeated the invader over here towards the west. If you have not, you definitely will need to do so. And I'm going to show you an interesting way to kick this specific invader off the map and basically glitch it, so this way you're able to defeat him instantly. So now that you see Anastasia has returned to her world, this gives me the green light to then hop on top of my mount and proceed onwards towards the west. What you should notice is that if you have already defeated the invader right here, there will be no text dialogue and there will be no obvious highlighted aura that's around that invader. So yeah, if that's already the case, go towards the left and use the warp. If you have not defeated this invader, what you're going to do is lead him over here towards the right, and then eventually we're going to then have him just roll himself off the map, and it's quite easy. So as you can tell, I'm in the same exact location with a different character, and you can see that now we are going to be invaded, so we want to go towards the northwest here, and then we're going to then go towards the left, hop on top of this tree trunk here, and then we're going to go towards the left, and then we're going to drop down and just kind of tap it slightly so that you land on this ledge. And at this point, you should see that the invader will then roll forward, thinking that you're pretty much in a safe zone, which you really are not. And the invader will hop off, you will be rewarded with those items, and then if you take a look towards the left, you will see that this warp is now open. So let's go ahead, take the warp, and then we're going to go through. And then once you have teleported on through, you can then go towards this other side here, which is going to be inside a cave. And then you exit out, and then you should see a Lost Grace on the left side. We are now going to drop down and then go across, and you should see that Lost Grace. Claim this because we're just going to stay in this general area. We then want to go towards the right side, and then we want to go around and then locate this left side here. What you're going to do if you're on controller is you're going to then jump towards the left because you will see this ledge right here. Continue jumping. I'm doing this slow so this way you guys have an idea on how to do this, but continue holding that left stick towards the left side. You can then go towards the right with the left stick and then jump right on off. Now here's the most important part about this glitch. If you do jump right off the map like I've done a few seconds ago, you want to make sure that you jump and then swing. If you would like, you can also try to double jump and swing. Either or works. You want to continuously swipe all the way down until the runes pop up. You may notice that there is a time right below here. So the reason why I'm timing this and whatnot is because I want you guys to see what is truly the best rune farm. So with that being said, we're going to talk a bit about that, because with the typical rune farm where I just was, some would use this sacred relic sword so that they could then use the skill there to swipe and take out the whole entire group of enemies there. Yeah, that's a pretty legitimate method. The only issue with that is that I guarantee you most of you out here that are new to the game have yet to unlock that because, well, you need to reach the end. And with that being said, if you do not have that sword, then you're going to have a rough time, and most likely you're not going to be benefiting from that rune farm. So instead, I would recommend this because you're able to get right to it and take out a bunch of enemies, not only in that area, but in other locations. So yeah, it took about 1 minute and 50 seconds to get to that spot. If you have the Relic Sacred Sword, of course you can swipe it across, then go back towards the Lost Grace, and of course you will simply sit down, then exit out of that Lost Grace, the enemies will pop back up, you can then swipe straight across again, take out a good portion of them, and then go back and rinse and repeat this as much as you like. This, of course, is probably a bit faster than pretty much using the rune farm methods, or specifically the rune farm glitch methods. And the only way that this is going to be the best rune farm for you is if you have that Sacred Relic Sword, just because of the skill that you can use. And it is best to level this sucker up too as well, because if it's not leveled up, then you're going to have a rough time taking out a majority of these enemies and, one-shotting them. And that's probably another issue on hand as well. And I get it, a lot of people have their kind of, I don't know, fights back and forth. I've seen in the comment sections, a lot of people are like, hey, this rune farm method next to the bird is way better than that rune farm glitch. Or, hey, this rune farm glitch is better than that rune farm method next to the bird. I don't know. Either or, I think it just depends on the circumstance and if you are a new player or if you're just midway in the game. You know what I mean? But if you've already reached the end, then that's going to be the best rune farm for you. I think it's a bit ridiculous, but hey, it is what it is. Whatever, right? Thank you guys, though, for checking out the video. If you have enjoyed it, click the like button and make sure that you are subscribed and following the channel and whatnot. Make sure that you are definitely notified. So click the bell icon up there. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will try to reply back within the first hour or two. And other than that, thank you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video.